So this is Algebra 1, Lesson 53, Subtracting Polynomials. Students will subtract polynomials. This is just like the last lesson, except we're subtracting. Here are your steps, the same steps from the other day, from the last lesson. Watch me do numbers 1 and 2. So just pencils down right now. Pencils down. Okay, number 1, we have a polynomial minus another polynomial. So since there's a minus sign, we have to distribute this minus sign into each of these subsequent terms. So what we're going to do is first make sure that there's nothing in front here. So we got, and we're going to copy the rest down. Negative 5x minus 3x to the 5th minus 10. That's the first thing. Then what we're going to do is we have a subtraction sign here. We want to distribute the subtraction sign into each of these terms. So a negative times a negative 7x to the 5th is a positive 7x to the 5th. Then we have a negative times a 14x is a negative 14x. Then we have a negative times positive 9 is negative 9. Now we have the correct signs. Now what we want to do is combine like terms. So we have negative 5x. We look for other places where there are x's. We have negative 14x. So that's going to become negative 19x. These two cancel out. Then we have negative 3x to the 5th and positive 7x to the 5th. That becomes positive 4x to the 5th power. These two cancel out. Then we have negative 10 minus 9 is negative 19. Okay. Now we combine like terms. Now we want to put them in the correct order. We look for the biggest exponent, which is the 5th power here. So what we want to do is write this term first. So we got 4x to the 5th power. Then the subsequent term, which is 19x minus 19x, and then minus 19. This is your final answer. Okay. Now, I'm going to add one more thing to the lesson. We're going to classify this polynomial. The way you classify it is you look for the biggest exponent. What's the biggest exponent again here, everyone? 5, right? So we would say this is to the 5th degree. 5th degree. Fifth degree. And how many terms are there here? 3. So since it's 3, we call it a trinomial. Okay, it's a 5th degree trinomial. And I'm going to give you the other names too. What happens if it's one term? Well, we call that a monomial. One term is monomial. Repeat, monomial. Good. 2 terms is binomial. Repeat. Good. 3 terms is trinomial. Okay, 4 or more terms is polynomial. Good. Okay, so one term is what? What is it called again, everyone? Monomial. Monomial. Okay, again, one term is called what? Good. 2 terms is called what? 3 terms is called what? 4 terms or more terms is called what? So if I have something with 10 terms, what's that called? Good, polynomial. Okay. Watch me do number 2. So this is the answer for number 1. Number 2, I'll go a little more quickly. Here we go. Okay, number 2. We have a minus sign. That's our operation. So we still have our first polynomial or trinomial. We want to make sure we get that. We bring that down. So we have negative 10n to the 4th minus 8 plus 12n squared. Then we have a minus sign. We want to distribute that into each term. So negative 3n to the 4th is positive 3n to the 4th power. We have negative plus 7 is going to be negative 7. And we have negative times negative 12n squared is positive 12n squared. Okay. So now we've distributed that negative sign. So now what we're going to do is combine like terms. So let's start with the first term, negative 10n to the 4th. Look for more n to the 4th. Oh, there's positive 3n to the 4th here. So we're going to combine these. It's going to be negative 7n to the 4th. Cross these out so I know not to consider them again. We have negative 8. Look for more constants. This is negative 7. So negative 8 minus 7 is negative 15. Cancels out. then we have 12n squared plus 12n squared is positive 24n squared. Okay. Next step, I want to make sure that I'm showing in descending order. This is the biggest exponent, but the next biggest exponent's at the end. So I need to rewrite this so that it's in order. So it's going to be negative 7n to the 4th power. Then I'm going to write plus 24n squared minus 15. Now it's in descending order. Now we know that's the correct way to write it. Now, what degree is this? What's the biggest exponent, everyone?
4.
4. So it's going to be the 4th degree. So you're going to write 4th degree. And then, how many terms are there here?
3.
3. So what's it called? What kind of polynomial?
Trinomial.
Trinomial. Perfect. So you go 4th degree, trinomial. And that's it. Alright, any questions on this? Okay, again, we're distributing this negative sign. The two big things we learned today, the distribution of the negative sign, and also writing what degree it is, and if it's a what kind of polynomial. Is it mono, bi, tri, polynomial, okay? So I'd like you to turn your neighbor. One's talk about number 1, two's talk about number 2. Ready, set, go. Continuing, number 3. Okay, let's do this one together, number 3 together. Okay, the first thing you want to do, what operation's in the middle? What do we recognize is in the middle? What's there? Subtraction, okay? So we kind of want to distribute the subtraction sign first into each of these terms right here. So what we're going to do is subtract or bring down all of the first trinomial down, negative 12x to the 5th, minus 11x, minus 2, we have a negative sign, you distribute that. Negative times 4x is negative 4x. Negative times 5x to the 5th is negative 5x to the 5th. Negative times 12 is negative 12. Okay? Combine like terms. So, negative 12x to the 5th minus 5x to the 5th is? Okay. Cross those out. We got negative 11x minus 4x is? Good. And cross those out. Negative 2 minus 12 is?
Negative 14.
Negative 14. Okay. Now we have to put it, in descending order. Is it in descending order already? Good. So we don't have to put it in descending order. We already got it. Before we finish off, what is the degree of this polynomial?
5th degree.
What is it, everyone?
5th degree.
Okay, so we got 5th degree. And is it, what kind of polynomial is it?
Trinomial.
Trinomial. Trinomial. That's it. Okay? Number 4. Number 4, by yourselves, all the way through this time. This one is going to be all you, okay? Ready, set, go. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is see what kind of operation this is. So we got a negative. We have a trinomial minus another amount. So we're going to take this negative sign and distribute it into each of these subsequent terms. So I'm going to bring down the first trinomial, 14r plus 13r cubed plus 11 r to the 5th. So we got negative times 7 is negative 7. Negative times negative r squared is positive r to the 5th. Sorry, this is r, not r squared, r to the 5th. Negative times negative 2r is positive 2r. Okay? Then we combine like terms. We have negative 14r plus 2r is going to be negative 12r. These two cancel out, or they disappear. Then we got 13r cubed, and, well, there isn't anything else, so we're going to bring 13r cubed down. Cross that out. Then we got 11r to the 5th, and positive r to the 5th. This is like 1r to the 5th, right? So it's going to be, we add those together, we get 12r to the 5th. Those get crossed out. And then we have negative 7 still left. We're going to bring that down. So now we have everything accounted for. We're going to put it in descending order. Our biggest exponent is r to the 5th. So we're going to put 12 r to the 5th plus 13 r to the 3rd minus 12r minus 7. Okay? So this is what your answer should be. Now, if I were to classify this, what's the degree of this polynomial?
5th degree.
Good, 5th degree. And what kind of polynomial is it?
Polynomial.
Mono, bi, tri, or poly?
Poly.
Good, so it's a 5th degree polynomial. Okay? So if you made a mistake, please fix it. If you didn't, good job. Most of you got it right. I don't want...
Do we have another one?
That's it. This concludes this lesson.